Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number two. Yes, day number two, week 7, spring 2024 of our journey together. Again, day number two, week 7, spring 2024 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's class. Let's begin. So today is Tuesday, the 20th of February, 2024. The subject is, of course, mathematics, and the topic is, we're still going to be looking at linear equations. And word problems, or linear equations, word problems. Where's Brene Russell?
I'm ready up.
I understand that there's some things that you didn't understand yesterday, but you didn't let me know. Why is that? So, pardon?
I was trying to learn it from the examples, but it still wasn't like.
It still wasn't making sense. So why didn't you ask me? That's my question. You can't be afraid to ask me. If you do not understand something, you have to ask me, okay?
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna be going over the same topic again. So again, if you do not understand something, then ask me, all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so because when it's time for you to do your exam, then you would need to know that. Okay, so let's begin with this question. This is gonna be another linear equation word problem. It says a basket. Oh, let me add it up as example number 1. Example number 1. So a basket contains oranges and mangoes. So a basket contains oranges and mangoes. There are X oranges in the basket. A. Write an expression. To represent how many oranges are in the basket. Okay, so here we have a basket, and class, it's a question to everyone. Name the fruits. Name the 2 fruits that are inside of this basket.
Orange and mangoes.
Oranges and mangoes. Very good. Now, based on the question, we have 2 fruits, oranges and mangoes. But do we know exactly how many oranges and mangoes do we have? Do we know exactly the exact amount?
No, sir.
No, sir.
I'm talking to everyone, not just China and Malia. Shout us again. Do we know the exact amount of oranges we have in the basket is my question.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, we do not, right? But they give us a variable, and the variable that they give us is what? What's the variable they give us?
X.
Right, that they give us X, right? So there are X oranges in the basket, and it contains Oranges in basket, oranges and mangoes. So write an expression to represent how many oranges are in the basket. I think I'm missing something part of this question. It doesn't feel like. Oh, there's one more part that I missed. There are twice as many mangoes as oranges in the basket. Okay, so insert that part there. So we know that the oranges, there are X oranges inside of the basket. That's what we know. There are X oranges, and we know that for the mangoes, there are twice as many mangoes as oranges in the basket. Okay, so the question says, write an expression to represent how many mangoes are in the basket. Anyone want to try? Write an expression to show how many mangoes are in. Sorry, write an expression to write how many oranges. No, we don't want oranges. Let's say mangoes. That's what I want. Write an expression to show how many mangoes are in the basket. So how are we gonna figure out how many mangoes in the basket? What's gonna be the expression that we use? Anyone have any idea? No one? Everybody's always silent on any equations. You don't have any idea. There are twice as many oranges. There's twice as many mangoes as oranges in the basket. You don't have any idea?
We
think?
have to find out how many oranges and mangoes there are, and then how many oranges there are. We're gonna multiply it by 2 to, like, how many oranges there, we're gonna multiply it by 2 to find out how many mangoes are there.
Very good. Very good, I agree. So what's gonna be the expression? What's gonna be the expression? The expression is gonna be, everybody's so quiet on the equations, I don't know why. But the expression is going to be what? Because that, Clement, you're saying something. If you're saying something, I cannot hear you.
Mangoes equals oranges times 2.
Okay, so what's the expression?
X equals Y times 2.
No, that's an equation you gave me. I want an expression.
X times 2.
X times 2. What is X times 2?
So, right, the oranges,
No, what is X
it
times
says that.
2?
Oh,
2x.
2x. Very good. 2x. So the answer is 2x. Okay. Okay, and that's it. That's all we want. We just want the expression, right? So the answer is 2x. Now, what do we do?
Excuse me,
Go
Mr.
ahead.
T.
Uh-huh.
In the second sentence, you put on instead of in the basket.
Okay. There are twice as many oranges. There are twice as many oranges. There are twice as many oranges as mangoes and as oranges in, thank you, in the basket. So a basket contains oranges and mangoes. There are X oranges in the basket, and we have twice as many mangoes as oranges in the basket. So we want us to write an expression represent how many mangoes are in the basket. Now the expression to represent how many mangoes are in the basket is going to be 2 times X, right? Why is it 2 times X? Because they say there's twice as many mangoes as oranges, right? So that's the big hint right there. All right, there are twice as many. Okay, so do you understand how we got 2x, Renee? Understand how we got 2x?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and where is Casey?
Yeah.
Casey, you understand how we got? Do you understand how we got 2x?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, good. How did we get 2x?
You want me to explain?
I want you to explain.
The question says basket contains oranges and mangoes. There are X oranges in the basket. There are twice as many mangoes as oranges in the basket. It say write an expression to represent how many mangoes are in the basket. in the question, it say twice as many mangoes as oranges. So the answer is 2x because it say twice as many.
Very good. Very good. Can I have another volunteer to explain how we got to X? Anyone else want to volunteer? How we got to X?
It said the question is a basket contains oranges and mangoes, and there are X oranges in the basket. There are twice as many mangoes as oranges in the basket. So we're going to write an expression to represent how many mangoes are in the basket. It
Mhm.
said twice, so it would be 2X.
Very good. What if we said that there are 3 times as many? What would our answer be if we said 3 times as many?
3X.
3x.
3x, very good. What if we could say 4 times as many?
4X.
4x, very good. So the expression for mangoes is going to be 2 times x. Okay, good. So let's move on to the next question. Part B. Okay, good. So part B said, write an expression. Where's Lanaya? Lanaya, yeah? Lanaya, are you here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You saw the link I sent you?
I did not. Let me check.
Okay. Okay, check it. I need you to do the same thing we do with all those health science videos. Watch it and then write down 25 things that you love. So
Yes, sir.
write an expression to show how many oranges and mangoes are in the basket. This is an interesting one. They want us to write an expression to show how many oranges and mangoes are in the basket. So how are we gonna do that one? Oranges and mangoes in the basket.
Good afternoon. Sorry, I'm late.
Good afternoon. How many oranges are in the basket? How many oranges are in the basket based on the question? Anyone can answer. How many oranges are in the basket? No one? Let me call on names then. Aaliyah, so how many oranges are in the basket?
X.
Yeah, X, very good. There are X oranges in the basket. So that's the first thing I'm gonna write, X. So there are X oranges. And how many mangoes are inside the basket?
2x.
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 So if we want to figure out how many oranges and mangoes in the basket, what are we gonna do?
We're going to multiply x times 2x.
No, definitely not.
X plus 2x.
X plus 2x. Why are we adding?
Because we're gonna find out how many mangoes and oranges are in the basket.
Very good. So we add, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So, yes, ma'am. I'm All right, so you're to write an expression to show how many oranges and mangoes that are inside the basket. So it's gonna be x plus 2x. So let me explain it one more time. Now, the reason why it is x plus 2x because, okay, they say they say that they want us to write an expression to show how many oranges and mangoes are inside the basket. The question said that there are x oranges. So that means that we already know that, okay, this x is for the oranges that are inside the basket. And the question says that, and based on the previous question, we found that the amount of mangoes was what? 2x. So that means that the amount of oranges is x and the amount of mangoes is 2x. And so if we want to write an expression to show how many oranges and mangoes are inside of the basket, then what we have to do, we have to add oranges and mangoes, which is going to be x plus 2x. All right. Question, do y'all understand how I got x plus 2x? Do y'all understand?
Yes,
that?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Good, that wasn't everyone. Do y'all understand how I got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
But A, this boutique A.
Mhm.
You actually write an expression to
Mhm,
represent how many mangoes are in the basket.
mhm.
So if I had put X times, no, wrong. Sorry, never mind.
Never mind. You good? Okay. All right. Okay, so let's move on to the next question.
We couldn't have put X times X
If
to number A.
you say x times x, then it'll be x squared. Now,
Oh.
if you say x squared, then you're telling me that it's 5 times 5, so it'll be like 25, or 6 times 6, which is 20, which is 36. But that's not what they're saying when they mean twice as many, right? They mean
Oh.
a multiple of 2.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right, so part C says there are a total. So part C says there are a total of 15 oranges and mangoes in the basket. Form an equation. And solve it to find the value of find the value of x. Okay. So there are a total of 15 mangoes and oranges in the basket. Form an equation and solve it to find the value of x. Okay, good. So how are we gonna do that one? What I should do, let me put this on the max side so we get space. So I'll keep this here on the side, and then on this side I'm gonna put this question so we could have enough space to go. So we're gonna call this C. So there are, in total, how many mangoes and oranges we have in total? What do they say?
15.
Yeah, 15, right? There are 15, right? So there are a total of 15 oranges and mangoes in the basket, and we want to form an equation to find the value of x. Okay. So how are we going to do that? This is not hard. Very easy question. What should we do? Well, what we do know is we know that
X.
what we do know is we know that may I put insert it. So what we do know is we know that anyone want to try before I give it away? I'm gonna try before I say it. No one? So what we do know?
X plus 2x
X plus
equals
2.
15.
Very good. X plus 2x equals 15. Now, why is that? Because The reason why we say x plus 2x is equal to 15 is because they tell us that the amount of oranges and mangoes that are inside of the basket equals to 15. That's the amount of oranges and mangoes. So what we also know is that based on part B, we also know that the expression for the total number of oranges and mangoes is x plus 2x. So that means that x plus 2x equals to 15 because they both represent the number of mangoes that are inside, mangoes and oranges that are inside of the basket. And so what we're going to do is we're going to say x plus 2x is equal to what? It's equal to 15. All right, so it should be very simple. X plus 2x equals to 15. Now, what is the next step? What is the next step? What could we do in order to solve this equation? Anyone know what's the next step?
I know.
2x. X plus 2x is 3x.
X plus 2x is 3x, not you, Lanaya. Focus on the work.
Oh, I thought it was like anyone. Okay.
All right. So x plus 2x is going to be what? It's going to be
3x.
3x. Now, okay, it's going to be 3x. Okay, now, so some person may be wondering, but Mr. Petit, why is it 3x? Well, let me explain that right now. The reason why it's 3x is because this right here is what? This is 1x, right? That's 1x. So 1x plus 2x is what? 3x. Make sense? Right? So that x, even though you don't see the coefficient, and the coefficient, you don't see it, but the coefficient of x is always 1. So it's 1x plus 2x, which is 3x. Okay, what are we going to do after this? What do we have to do?
Divide by 3.
Divide both sides by 3.
3.
So that we can cancel out that 3, right? So let's divide both sides by 3. And so this is going to be, okay, so we're going to divide this by 3. We're going to divide this by 3. And then what we're going to do, we're going to cancel, right? So this 3 cancel with that 3. So we get that x is equal to what? What's x equal to?
5.
X equal to 15 over what? 15 over 3.
3.
Right? And then x is going to be equal to what?
5.
What is 15 over 3? X is what? What is 15 divided by 3?
5.
5.
5. Very good. Okay, so let me explain one more time what I did. So what do we do? Well, the first thing we do is we set the two values equal to each other. So we have 1x plus 2x, that's going to be equal to 15. Now, whatever we have on the left-hand side, we put together and we combine. So we have 1x plus 2x, and 1x plus 2x is what? What is 1x plus 2x? It's going to be, I need everyone to answer these. What is 1x plus 2x?
3x.
3x. Very good.
3x.
Good. And so it's going to be 3x is equal to 15. Good. And then what we're going to do, we're going to divide both sides of the equation by what? By 3.
3.
So it's going to be x is equal to what? 15 over 3, right? And what is 15 divided by 3? That's going to be what?
5.
5.
5.
5. It's going to be 5. Very good. So the answer is x is equal to 5. So let me know if you understand it, please. Do you all understand how we got x equal to 5? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
This is Tiana. I don't
sir.
understand any of it.
You don't understand any of it?
No, sir.
I think you came late, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. So I'm going to let one of them explain it all over. So pay close attention. Unless you get another example, so you will be able to get it. All right. Besides Tiana, the rest of you, do you all understand how we got the answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Is there a D question for the step, or
Is there a
D question?
yeah, there's a D. There's a D. There's a D bar. There's a D. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, Gianna, do you understand how we got our answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And where's Brene? Brene, you got kicked out, right?
Yes, sir.
Were you there when we explained how we got x equal to 5?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you understand how we got that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, explain it, please.
Explain C, just C.
Just C. Explain C.
Yes, sir. 15 oranges and mangoes in the basket. Form an equation and solve it to find the value of x. So, okay, so for x, it says x plus 2x equals 15. So when it's x by itself, basically that's a 1 in front of it. So it's basically 1. So you have to add that 1x plus 2x to get you 3x. And you have to bring it down equal sign on the 15. And then you have to put 3x over 3 equals, which equals to 15 over 3. And 15 over 3, yes. And then you have to cancel the 2 3's out, which gives you x equals 15 over 3. And then you have to divide, which gives you x equals 5.
Very good. Thank you. Aliana, can you explain? Wait, we have one more question. Then I'll let you explain everything. Okay, so one more question, which is part D. Part D. Part D. How many mangoes are in the basket? And E says, how many orange? Well, no, yeah, okay. Oranges are in the basket. Very good. So the question for D says, how many mangoes are inside of the basket? Does anyone know how we're gonna get that? How many mangoes are inside of the basket? Many mangoes.
You go
Times 2 by 5.
Times 2 by 5, right? Because we already know that there are 5 mangoes inside of the basket, right? And so what we need to do is, right, we need to multiply what? 2 by what? Multiply
5.
2 by 5, which is gonna be what? What is 2 multiplied by 5? That's gonna be what?
10.
10. Very good. So how many mangoes are inside of the basket?
10.
10 mangoes. 10 mangoes. Do you understand how we got it?
yes, so
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ajani, do you understand how we got it? Ajani. Ajani, are you there?
Yes.
Do you understand how we got our answer?
Yes.
Okay, how about you, Akiro? Do you understand how we got our answer? Akiro. Akiro, do you understand? Where's Akiro? How about Angel? Angel, do you understand how we got 10 mangoes? Where's Angel? From Angel. Angel, are you there? Can y'all hear me? The rest of y'all hear me?
yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Okay, good.
Yes,
So there are 10 mangoes. The reason why it's 10 mangoes because there are twice as many mangoes as there are oranges. So it's gonna be 10 mangoes. Okay, 10 mangoes. All right, and the last question says, how many oranges are in the basket? What would we have for this one? How many oranges are in the basket?
We're going to multiply x times 5.
No. How many
And
oranges are in
subtract
the basket?
10 times
It's
10.
Five
Huh?
oranges.
How many oranges are in the basket?
5.
5.
There are 5. Because remember, X, there are X oranges, and we just found that X is what? X is what? What is X? What is X equal to? One can answer. What is X equal to?
Excuse me, Mr. But can you
X
repeat
equals
that over? You were breaking.
I was saying, what is X equal to?
5.
X
equals
equals 5. X equals to 5. So since X equals to 5, we know that there are 5 mangoes inside the box. That is 5 oranges, sorry, that are inside of the box. So 5 oranges. Okay. Good. Now, what's her name? Aliana. I need you to explain this to me, please. From A to E. Wait, did we have a C? A, B, C.
Excuse me, Mr. Bodhi.
Go ahead, Jaden.
I get my laptop charger because I get my laptop again.
Yes, we can. Good. Okay, good. Go ahead, Aliana.
A basket contains oranges and mangoes. There are X oranges in the basket. There are as many mangoes as oranges in the basket. A. Write an expression to represent how many mangoes are in the basket. If there are X oranges in the basket, there are twice as many mangoes as oranges in the basket. You multiply 2 times X and it gives us 2X.
Okay.
B. Write an expression to show how many oranges and mangoes are in the basket. Since there are X amount of oranges in the basket, put X plus 2X because there are twice as many mangoes as oranges. So X plus X. C. There are a total of 15 oranges and mangoes in the basket. Form an equation and solve it to find. So the equation is X plus 2X equals 15, but 1 because the coefficient, I think, of X is
Coefficient,
1.
yeah. Mhm.
So X plus 2X is 3X. So 3X equals 15. Then we divide it. 3X, well, 3 into 3 goes once. So we cross 3's and it leaves over 15 over 3. X equals 15 over 3 divided, and 3 goes into 15 5 times, so it equals 5.
Mhm.
D. How many mangoes are in the basket? Since there are twice as many mangoes as oranges and there are 5 oranges in the basket, we multiply 2 times 5, which gives us 10. And how many oranges are in the basket? There are 5.
Very good. Thank you for the explanation, Aliana. I need Gianna. Gianna, can you explain how we got our answer from E to E? And then after that will be Kingston.
Steve, you can repeat what you said. Breaking up.
I want to explain A through E.
Okay.
Pardon?
It says, oh, sorry. Yes, sir. It says a basket contains oranges and mangoes. There are X oranges in the basket. There are twice as many mangoes as oranges in the basket. A. Write an expression to represent how many mangoes are in the basket. 2x because it says twice as many mangoes. So 2 times x equals 2x.
Very
And
good.
then B, write an expression to show how many mangoes, how many oranges and mangoes are in the basket. There are x oranges, so x plus x, that'd be the expression.
Very
And
good.
then C, there are a total of 15 oranges and mango basket. Form the equation and solve it to find the value of x. X plus 2x equals 15. X plus 2x equals x because x equals to 1, which would equal to 15. And then we divide 3x and 15, which would give us x equals 5. And then D, how many mangoes are in the basket? So we got 2 from the expression of mangoes, so 2 times 5 equals 10. We got 5 from
5. When we divide 15 by 3.
yes, sir.
Okay.
So 2 times 5, which would equal to 10 mangoes. And then how many oranges are in the basket? There are 5 oranges in the basket because x equals to 5. X is the oranges.
Very good. Okay, good. Kingston, explain how we got our answer, please.
Excuse me, could you repeat that again? Can't hear you.
Explain how we get our answers.
Excuse me, Budi.
Yes.
Again.
I said, can you hear me? Okay, Kingston, can you hear me? Hello, Kingston. Can the rest
Yes,
of y'all?
sir.
Can the rest of y'all hear me?
Freezing up on my part. Breaking up.
I'm breaking up. Can the rest of y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. You break.
You're all breaking on my side.
Breaking up on my side.
I'm breaking up. Let's see. Let me check. I don't know why I'm breaking up. What I was saying is for him to explain it, but let's go ahead and do a next one. I'm gonna put this inside the chat for those of you who are still writing. Okay, let's do another one. Well, this one, we can call this example number 2. So for example number 2, what fruit should we use? What fruit y'all want us to use? Instead of mangoes and oranges, which fruit should we use? The basket has what? Anyone?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
We need
Strawberries
round.
and cherry.
We need round fruits. Round fruits, not like the small ones.
Grapefruit?
Cherry or dine round?
Too small. Like I need the big set.
Cantaloupe.
Grapefruit.
Okay,
Cantaloupe.
so
Watermelon.
I mean it's probably like you're talking like,
Watermelon.
that's a big basket. I mean a small basket, so let's say apples
Pear.
and pears. Yeah.
Pears.
Yeah, let's do that. Something like that. Or something else. All right, and there are X apples in the basket, and there are 4 times as many 4 times as many pears as apples. An expression to represent how many pears are in the basket. For an expression to show the amount of apples and pears. There are a total of 30 orange, 30 apples and pears. In the basket. Form the equation, find the value of x. And I want to know how many apples do we have in the basket? How many pears we have in the basket, and then how many apples do we have? Okay, good, cool. Okay, so let's answer these. Okay, so it says a basket contains apples and pears. There are X apples inside of the basket. There are 4 times as many pears as apples in the basket. So question, name the 2 types of fruits that are inside of the basket. What are the 2 types of fruit that are inside the basket?
Apple and pear.
I'm only hearing 2%. I need the rest of it. Name the 2 fruits that are inside the basket. What are the name of the 2 fruits that are inside the basket?
Apples and pears.
Apples and pears, very good. All right, so write an expression to show how many pears are in the basket. Which all answers for that one?
4x.
4x. Okay,
4x.
4x, very good. 4x. Why are we saying that it's 4x? Why you think?
4 times.
It's 4 times.
It's 4x.
Very good. It's 4 times, so it's going to be 4x. All right. And write an expression to show how many apples and pears are in the basket. Would we have for that one?
X plus 4x.
X plus 4x.
X plus 4x. Very good. X plus 4x. Okay, why is it X plus 4x? Why is it X plus 4x?
Because apples are equal to x and the pears are equal to 4x.
Very good. And we want the sum of it, right? We want the total. Okay.
Mr. Petit, you're low.
Okay. And we want the sum or we want the total. Can you hear me now?
No, still low.
Still low?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I was saying we want the sum or we want the total of it. Are we still low?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Okay, so now that we got that, I want us to figure out there are total of 30 apples and pears in the basket. Form an equation to find the value of x. So we're gonna do here. Who's the first thing we're gonna do? What are we gonna do? Anyone can answer. What's the first thing we're gonna do?
We're gonna write down 1x plus 4x equals 30.
Very good. 1x plus 4x equals to 30. Okay. And when we add them, what do we get?
5x equals 30.
Very good. 5x is equal to 30. Look at this. 5x is equal to 30. And then what do we do after this?
Divided by 5. Divided by 5.
Very good. We divide top and bottom by 5. Or it's not top and bottom, we divide both sides by 5.
And then we get 6 and we divide.
Okay, so wait, where's Daniel? Is Daniel now? Where's Daniel?
Yes, sir.
What are you working on?
Circle theorem.
Circle theorem. Did you finish sets?
No, cycle and boxer.
Okay. Make sure I write down the notes for circle theorem as well and send them to me once you finish.
That's all.
We divide both sides by 5, right? Okay. And what we do at this point? We have to do what?
Cross out the 5.
Cross out the 5s, very good. So this 5 cancel with that 5 cancel with that. So we get that x is equal to what? We get that x is equal to what?
30 over 5.
Very good. X equals to 30 over 5. What is 30 over 5?
6.
What is 30? What is 30 divided by 5?
6.
6.
It's gonna be 6.
Six.
Okay. So 30 multiplied by 5. It's going to be 6. We get this x, right? So f is going to be equal to, so x equals to 30 over 5. With 30 over 5, that's going to be 6. Okay, so x equals to 6. Now, how many pairs are in the basket? How many pairs are in the basket? What are we going to do to get that? How
Are
many
we
pairs?
find 6 times 4?
Say it again.
And 4?
Yes, very good. 4 times 6. Why are we multiplying 4 by 6? Why are we doing that?
It says 4 times as many pair. 4 times as many pair apple.
Very good.
And
Because it says 4 times as many, right? So 4 times as many pairs and as apples. So 4 times 6 is what?
24. 24.
Very good. 4 times 6 is 24. So it's going to be equal to 24 what? 24 pairs.
Yeah.
Good. Now, how many apples are in the basket? How many
Apple, because we know that x is 6.
Very good. Since x is 6, it's going to be what? 6 apples. Okay. Where's Valdez?
I'm here.
Okay, explain A through E, please, how we got our answers.
Explain A through E.
That's correct.
Okay, a basket contains apple and pears. There are X apples in the basket. There are 4 times as many pears as apples in the basket. A. Write an expression to represent how many pears are in the basket. We do 4x because it's 4 times as many pears an apple. We use write an expression to show how many apples and pears are in the basket. So it would be X apple plus 4x. And then I can't see the question for C. Okay. There are 30 apples and pears in the basket. Form an equation and solve it to find a value. So we put 1x plus 4x equals 30. 5x equals 30. We divide it by 5. 5 into 5, that's x equals 30 over 5. And we write x equals 30 over 5. We get 6 because 5 divided by 30 is 6. So x equals 6. How many pairs on the basket? We times the 6 by the 4, which gives us 24 pairs. And how many apples are in the basket? Because we know x equals 6.
Very good. So it's what? 6 apples, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Very good. Renee, do you understand how we got to answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Bethany, you understand how we got to answer, Bethany? Okay, good. How about you, Bree and Bri?
He's watching, please.
Yes, we can. Bree and Bri, do you understand how we got to answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Clement, you understand? Clement Knight, where are you? Where's
Excuse me?
Clem? Go ahead.
Can you repeat that?
I'm saying, do you understand how we got our answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Siren, you understand? Where's Siren? Siren, you both. I can't hear from Siren. How about Darnik? Darnik, do you understand how we got our answer? And Jalen, where's Jalen? Jalen, you understand how we got our answer? Or our answers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jaden Butler, do you understand how we got our answers? Where's Jaden Butler?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how we got our answers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how about you, Kingston? Kingston, you understand?
Yes, sir, I understand.
All right. And Tegan, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tiana, can you explain how we got our answer A through E, please?
Example 2. A basket contains apples and pears. There are X apple in the basket. There are 4 times as many pear as apple in the basket. A says, write an expression to represent how many pears are in the basket. Because our statement said X, this says pear. It says there are 4 times as many pear as apple. So because it says 4 times and we know that X is apple, we put 4 times. We put X 4 times. X representing apple. And B says, write an expression to show how many apples and pears are in the basket. And for this, it says, for this I don't understand because I see X plus 4X. Isn't it supposed to be times because it says times?
Why would you times them?
Mm.
It says, if you look carefully, it says there are total. So you mean C, right? That's what you understand?
No, I'm on B.
Okay, so write an expression to show how many apples and pears are in the basket. So we already know that the amount of apples is X. And we already know that the amount of pears is 4X.
Oh,
So we have
now
to
I
add
get it.
Yeah, so we have to add them.
I get it now. We gotta add X plus 4X.
Yes.
Okay, and then C says, let me zoom in so I can see. C says there are a total of 30 apples and pear in the basket. Form an equation and solve it to find the value of X. Okay, with X, I heard you say something that X would automatically be equal to 1. So we just put 1 and then put X behind it. And we plus 1 times the 4X, and that equal to 30. And then we go down the next line and we add the 1 and the 4, which is 5X now, and 5X equal to 30. What we did after that is we went down the line and we divide the 5X times 30, and that we divide 5X into 30, and that gives us 6. And that's what X represents, 6. For D, it says how many pears are in the basket. Well, we know that X we know that we know that X represents apple, and we know that apple pear is 4 times more than apple.
Mhm.
So because that's 4 times more, all we gotta do is times 4 times X, and that gives us 24. That's how we get 24 pear. And E says how many apples are in the basket. Well, we know that X is apple and X is equal to 6. So that's how we get 6 apples.
Very good. All right, how many persons understand how we got to answer? Let me know if you understand.
I
how we-
do.
I do.
I do.
I understand.
Okay, very good. It's
Yes,
still
sir.
it's still only the same few persons who will say that they understand. I'm waiting for the rest of the people, like Akiro and Ajani and who else? Joseph and Egypt and Mark and Nakari and Nevaeh and Sadel. The rest of y'all, I'm talking to y'all too. I'm not just talking to these persons and Ronisha and Randisha and Omari. My question is, do y'all understand the work?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And please don't do that again. When I'm talking to the class, I'm talking to you as well, not just to the few persons who answer. I tell you all this all the time. Okay, so let's do the grade exercise. I'm going to put the answer inside the chat. Not the answer, but I'm going to put the work inside the chat. For those persons who have missed it. Oh, so for those persons who are still working. All right, so let's continue. Grade exercise number 1. All right, for this one, let's see if we get, we have enough time. We have plenty of time. So we can do 3 of them. Definitely 3 of them. All right, so for number 1, so let's say for number 1, we have, let me change this to all white. Good. So a basket contains, let's say it contains peaches and grapes. There are X peaches in the basket. There are 3 times as many grapes as peaches in the basket. Write an expression to show how many grapes are in the basket. This should be very easy. Write an expression to show how many grapes and peaches are inside the basket, or peaches and grapes. For this one, let's say that the total is, so the total is 28.
Excuse me, Mr. Bajif.
Uh-huh.
Can I be excused for 2 minutes, please?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
And then let's figure out how much that is. And then D is how many grapes are there? And then E is gonna be how many peaches are there. So it's gonna be how many grapes are there in the basket. And it's gonna be how many peaches are there in the basket. All right, good. So go ahead and do that. Once you are finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish with this, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let me see if I can put the first example inside the chat. And also the second one.
Excuse me,
Mm-hmm.
Are we only having one question?
No, I have to write the other ones. Okay. There are X bananas in the basket. And let's say this is 5 times as many bananas. Five times as many cantaloupes as bananas in the basket. An expression to show how many. I want to know how many cantaloupes in there. And I want to know how many was the sum of bananas and cantaloupes in a basket. Let's say that the total is 42. That's not useful. Let's say the total is 54. Bananas and cantaloupes in the basket. And the last two questions are going to be how many cantaloupes are in the basket, and then this one, how many bananas are in the basket. Okay, and finally the third one. Basket contains grapefruits, and strawberries. There are X
Excuse me,
grapefruits.
Mr.
Uh-huh.
In 1C, you forgot to change apples and pears from grapes and peaches.
Thank you. Grapes and peaches. Fruit. There are X fruits, grapefruit, X grapefruits in the basket. There are 5 times as many strawberries as grapefruits. In the basket. Right expression represent how many. I want to know how many strawberries in this basket. Like the expression. That's in the show grapefruit. Grapefruits. And strawberries. A total of, I don't want 5 times, let's say 7 times. There are 7 times as many strawberries as grapefruits. Um, $42. There are total of 42 grapefruits. And strawberries in the basket. How many strawberries are there? And finally, how many grapefruits are there in the basket? All right. Those are your 3 questions. Once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Ajani, where's Ajani? What number you on, Ajani? Ajani, what number you on?
Number 1B.
1B. Did you send your work from yesterday?
Which work from yesterday?
The math work and the English work. Did you send it from yesterday?
Oh, no, sir.
Take a picture of your work and send it, Ajani. Akiro, where's Akiro? Akiro?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
1C.
1C. Aliyah Store, what number you on?
2A.
2A. Aliana, what number you on?
1B.
1B. Okay. Ashane Fernanda. Where's Ashane Fernanda? What number you on, Ashane? One B. Okay. Renee. Renee, what number you on?
2A.
Good. You understand what to do this time?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Bri and Bree, what number are you on?
2B, sir.
2B.
1C.
And 1C. Do you all understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And Chai, what number you on?
I'm on 1D.
1B or D?
B.
Okay. China, what number you on?
I'm on 2B.
2B. Bethany and Brashawn, what number y'all on?
1C.
1C. Okay, good. And Ciara Reckley, what number are you on, Ciara?
3A.
3A. Joseph, what number you on?
Um, 1C.
1C. You understand what you're doing?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask a question. Did you send your work from yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where is your sister? Let me speak to your sister. Shekinah, where's Shekinah?
Yes, sir.
Where's the work from yesterday?
Oh, I forgot to send it.
No, you can't be forgetting to send it, Shekinah. And where do you even be in class? I don't even hear from you. Where do you be? Were you in class yesterday?
Yes, sir.
So why was I calling your name? You weren't answering. So you have to do your business. What?
I didn't hear you calling me.
What you need to do is you need to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
And stop doing that. Every time I have to babysit you and run after you for work. That doesn't make sense. You need to be responsible. You hear me, Shekinah?
Yes, sir.
So take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And that goes for all of you who's being there and don't be sending your work, including Akiro. Well, no, Akiro is good this week, but including Ajani and Dwayne. Clemon, what number you on?
2A.
2A. And Siren, what number you on?
1B.
1B. Again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Daniel, what are you working on, Daniel?
Circle down.
What year are you on?
I'm watching the video.
I was saying, what year? What year?
The circle down video. When you explain it, I'll do it.
I'm saying, what year am I on? Like I go in years, like 2014,
Pardon me?
2013. Like I go in years, and then when I explain the video, I go in years. So I do 2021, 2019, stuff like that. What year are you on? That's what I'm saying. You understand my question?
Yes, sir. 2013.
13. Are you understanding it? Or you have any questions for me?
I get in it. I'm just trying to finish the video.
Okay, are you writing down the notes at the same time?
Yes, sir. As far as possible.
Okay, so make sure I write the questions as well as the answers to how I do it. And then send that to me so I can know that you watched the video. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Tanya. Dia Gibson, where's Dia? What number you on, Dia?
2A.
2A. Okay. Dornick, what number you on?
2D.
2D. And Dwayne Slew, what number you on? Dwayne Slew. Again, Dwayne Slew, what number you on? And Egypt, where's Egypt? Egypt, what number you on?
Yes, sir. Let me do.
What number?
2A.
2A. Gianna, what number you on?
2C.
2C. Gilbriana Goodman, what number you on?
1D.
1D, good. And again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of your notes and as well as your grade exercise and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of your notes as well as your grade exercise and send it to me via WhatsApp. Jalen, what number you on? Again, Jalen, what number you on? Where's Jalen? Jalen, are you there? Where's Jalen? Hello, Jalen, where are you?
Sir?
Jalen, not Jaden, Jalen. Can I have from Jalen? Jasmine Low, what number you on? Jasmine Low. Again, Jasmine, what number you on? Still doing the examples, okay. And Jaden Butler, what number you on? Jaden Butler.
1C.
1C. And Jeremy Lines, what number you on? Jeremy, what number you on? Where's Jeremy? Can't hear from Jeremy. Where is Casey? Casey, are you there? Casey and Kevin, what number y'all on?
Yes, sir. I'm on number 2D.
Okay, good.
Number 3A.
Okay. Kingston, what number you on?
I am on number 2C.
Number 2C. Malia Roll, what number you on?
Number 2A.
Number 2A.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. And Malik Roll, what number you on?
Pardon?
Malik, yeah, what number you on?
I'm on 2A, sir.
2A. Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Kiajane Bethel, where's Kiajane? Kiajane Bethel, where are
Yes,
you?
sir.
Where's the work from yesterday?
I send it.
You sent it? Okay. And do you understand what you're doing for these questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how about you, Kevin? Where's Kevin?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 3A.
Number 3A, good. Kyle Williamson, what number you on, Kyle?
2A.
2A, good. And Malia Roll, what number you on, Malia? I think I just asked Malia. Mark, where's Mark?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I just gone on 1A. I mean 1E.
1E. Wait, I have a question. How much money did you give me on Sunday?
I don't remember. I don't even know if I give you anything.
I'm trying to remember. I gotta ask you, mommy.
Yes, sir.
Myla, where's Myla?
Did you call me or someone else, Mr. Petit?
Myla, there's only one Myla in this class.
Oh, yes, sir.
Do you understand what you're doing? Because I know you came late.
Yes, I understand. I got the example.
So why did you come late?
I was not home as yet. I got picked up late from school because of my coursework.
And Nakari Roberts, what number you on, Nakari?
2A.
2A. And Nevaeh Wallace. Where's Nevaeh Wallace? Nevaeh Wallace? Where's Nevaeh Wallace? Want to never answer to her name.
Yes, sir.
Nevaeh, why you never answer to your name? What's happening? Are you being distracted in the back there?
No, sir.
Okay, so you need to answer to your name, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
2B.
2B. Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Nevaeh Gordon, what number you on?
I'm on 2C right now.
And you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Good. Olivia Albury.
3C. That's the correct numbers you want to put there, Mr. Petit.
3C. No. No. It's supposed to be. Okay, that should work. Omari, what number you on? Where's Omari? Omari 2D. That's good. And Ricardo Russell, what number you on, Ricardo?
3A.
3A. Ronisha. Where's Ronisha? What number you on, Ronisha? Ronisha, where's Ronisha? Ronisha, are you there? Yeah, I'm from Ronisha. Sabria, what number you on? Sabria, what number?
I'm on 3D.
3D. And Sadell, what number you on? Hello, Ronisha. So why are you not answering to your name? I know, but it took you ages to answer. What's happening in the back there? Oh, okay. Do you understand what you're doing? Okay. And Shannon Roll, what number you on, Shannon? Shannon Roll. 2D. Okay. And Shekinah Kalma, what number you on, Shekinah?
2C.
2C. And you understand what you're doing, Shekinah?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And Samantha.
I'm finished. I taken a picture.
Okay, good. For those of you who are finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need the notes as well as the grade exercise. For those of you who are finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Sadell Smith, what number you on? Not Smith, Sadell. What number you on, Sadell? Sadell, what number you on? can't hear from Sadell. Some reason. Tegan, what number you on? Tegan.
I'm on 2C.
Good. And you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Tiana, what number you on, Tiana?
I'm also on 2C.
Also on 2C. Valdez, what number you on, Valdez?
2D.
2D. Okay. Dari, what number you on? You're finished? Okay. And Zara Hannah, what number you on, Zara? Zara Hannah, where are you, Zara? Zara Hannah? Where's Zara Hannah? 2C? Okay. Again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via
Mr.
WhatsApp.
Matisse,
Go ahead.
could you put the first and second example in the chat?
If I can. Again, for those of you who are finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where's Jalen? Jalen, are you there? Jalen? Okay. Again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. So persons are sending in their work. Jalen. Renee, what number you on?
3C.
3C, good. And Chai, what number you on?
2E.
2E. And Gianna, what number you on?
I'm done. I'm sending it to you now.
Okay. Anyone else finish? Just like Gianna, anyone else is finished?
Yes, sir.
I finished.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. Again, for those of you who are finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Mr. Deep. Just calling my mommy.
Yes, I'm calling your mommy because I'm not hearing from you inside the class.
My volume on the laptop being not loud.
One moment. Hello? Yes. Hello, yes, mom. Can you hear me? Yes, I was trying to reach out to Jalen, but he was not responding. That's why I called you. Jalen, what number are you on?
2B.
Let me just call you again.
You in what, 2B? Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, good. All right, so let's go ahead and answer these questions. Let's begin with number 1. Lemon, are you done?
No, sir, I'm on 2D.
2D, okay.
I mean, not 2D, 3D.
3D, okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer these questions. Any volunteers for number 1A? Any volunteers for number 1A? No volunteers for number 1A?
3x.
Okay, so you have to read the question first.
Okay. The basket contains
Wait, you
peaches
said
and
okay
grapes.
just now?
Oh, yeah, so, my bad.
Go ahead.
A basket contains peaches and grapes. There are X peaches in the basket. There are 3 times as many grapes as peaches in the basket. A write an expression to represent how many grapes are in the basket.
Very good.
3x.
We got 3x, very good. Did anyone else get 3x for the expression to represent how many grapes in the
Yes,
basket?
sir.
Okay, only
Yes, sir.
Samantha and Chai. Anyone
Yes, sir.
else?
Yes, sir.
3x for number 1A.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, good. So the answer is going to be 3x. So there's going to be 3 times x. So that's 3x. All right. It says, write an expression to show how many peaches and grapes are in the basket. What did y'all get for that one? Peaches and grapes.
X plus
Plus
3x.
3x.
X plus what?
X plus
3x.
3 times.
X
3x.
plus 3x. Very good. X plus 3x is going to be x plus 3x. All right. And that's the answer for that one. How many persons got that? X plus 3x for number 1B.
I did.
I did.
I am.
Good. How about the rest of you all? Did you all get that one for number 1B?
Yes, I got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Jalen, did you get this? The answer for number 1B? Where's Jalen?
Pardon?
Did you get an answer for number 1B? The same thing, x plus
So,
3x? You say you got it or no?
no, so I ain't get it.
What you got?
I did write down the question first. I didn't write down the answer.
You always do your own thing, Jalen. I keep on telling you about that. Write down. If you write down the questions first and then write down the answers, then you won't have enough time to check if your answers are right. So like I keep on telling you, Jalen, write the answers, write the question and the answers at the same time, because you won't be able to get a chance to see if you actually know how to do it. So do the questions and the answers at the same time. Okay, so part C, there are a total of 28 grapes and peaches in the basket. Form an equation and solve it to find the value of x, which y'all have for that.
1x plus 3x equals 28.
And then
So we do now it'd be the 1 plus 3x, now it'd be 4x equals 28.
Then
Now we divide
that by 4, then you get x equals 7.
X is equal to?
7.
7, very good. Anyone else got that? X is equal to 7?
Yes, sir.
I did.
I got that.
Very
Yes, sir.
good. X equal to 7 is the correct answer. All right, so x equal to 7. Obviously, there's much work in to do, but I'm just going to put the answer. X equal to 7. Okay, so now we know that x equal to 7. How many? Vermont, your mic is open and you're humming. How many grapes are in the basket?
21 grapes.
21.
Very good. We get 21 by multiplying 3 by what?
Times 7.
3 times 7. So 3 times 7 is going to be equal to 21. Where's Kennedy? Kennedy, are you there?
Yes, sir.
I don't think I ever got that thing, you know. That did you send the work for mensuration?
Pardon?
Mensuration from yesterday.
Yes, sir.
You did that video on mensuration? Say it again.
Yes, sir.
But then you didn't send the notes. So I need you to send the notes on mensuration, please.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, do that before you leave. Do you understand me? You understand me, Kennedy?
Yes, sir.
So 3 times 7 is going to be 21. All right. Okay, how many peaches are in the basket?
7 because x equals 7.
Very good, because x equals 7, so it's going to be 7 peaches. All right, how many of us got all of number 1, right? All of number 1.
I did.
I did.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Anyone else?
I did.
Anyone else got all
I
of
did.
number 1? Very good.
I did.
Very good.
I also did.
I did.
Very good. Very good. Okay, let's move on to number 2.
Pardon me, Mr. Petit. May I be excused from the classroom for 2 minutes, please?
What happened, Malik? Are you okay?
Yes, sir. My mom is outside and I'm at my grandma's house.
Okay. Okay, no
House.
problem.
I need to
All right, no
head
problem.
home.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, Mr. Petit.
All right. Let's go on to number 2. Number 2 says, any volunteers for number 2A? Anyone want to help with number 2A? Who got that?
Me?
All right, go ahead, Nivea. Read it for me, please.
Yes, sir. Me?
Olivia, you can do number 3.
Miss Petit.
No, Nivea. And it sounds so much alike. Go ahead, Nivea.
Yes, sir. So number 2 says a basket contains bananas and cantaloupes. There are X bananas in the basket. There are 5 times as many cantaloupes as banana in the basket. So the first question is to write an expression to represent how many cantaloupes are in the basket, which will be 5x.
So cantaloupes in the basket is going to be what?
5x.
5x. Why 5x?
Because in the question, it's in the paragraph what it said here that there are 5 times as many.
5 times as
That's
many.
how you get your answer for number 1.
Very good. And B?
B says write an expression to show how many bananas and cantaloupes are in the basket. And your answer for that would be x plus 5x.
Very good. So x plus 5x. Why is it x plus 5x?
Because x shows how many bananas are in the basket, and 5x shows the amount of cantaloupes. Yes. Amount of cantaloupes are in the basket.
Good. Did anyone else get x plus 5x for part B? Anyone else get that?
Yes, sir.
I did.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now for part C, let me see how y'all did that. What you got, Nivea?
For part C, it says that there are a total of 54 bananas and cantaloupes in the basket. Form an equation and solve it to find the value of X. So what you want to do is you want to write X plus 5X equals 54. Then you want to add the X and the 5X, which gives you 6X.
Yes.
And you bring down the 54.
Yeah.
Then you want to divide both of those numbers into 6.
Divide them both by 6.
So 6X and 6 to go into themselves. So you would just have X equals 54 divided by 9, divided by 6.
What's 54 divided by
Which
6?
Your final answer would be 9.
Very good. So X is
So
equal
X
to?
equals to 9.
X equals to 9. Anyone else got that? X equals to 9?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Very good. X equals to 9.
Yes, sir.
Very good. X equals to 9.
I did.
Good.
Right.
Good. So X equals to 9.
Where is it? Lost.
All right. Good. So let me spread this some more. So X equals to 9. Go ahead, Nivea. For part D, how many cantaloupes are in the basket?
So for part D, all you really have to do is you times in 5 by 9, which gives you 45.
So 5 times 9, because there are 5 times as many cantaloupes as bananas. So 5 times 9, which is going to be what?
Yes, 45 cantaloupes.
45 cantaloupes. Anyone else got 45 cantaloupes for that one?
I did.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And the last question, how many bananas are in the basket?
Since X equals to 9, it'll be 9 bananas.
Very good. There are 9 bananas. 9 bananas in the basket. Anyone else got that? 9 bananas. Anyone else got that? 9
Yes, sir.
bananas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent. Okay, now Olivia, the final one. Repeat it for me, please.
Olivia,
Olivia, that's correct.
a basket contains grapefruit and strawberries. There are X grapefruits in the basket. There are 7 times as many strawberries as grapefruits in the basket. Write an expression to represent how many strawberries are in the basket. The answer is 7X.
7x. Anyone else got 7x? 7x for this answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Good. Renee, are you understanding how we got now? How are we getting the answer?
Yes, sir.
Good. And B, go ahead.
Write an expression to show how many grapefruits and strawberries are in the basket.
Grapefruits and
X
strawberries.
plus 7X.
Very good. X plus 7x. It's going
Yes,
to be
sir.
X plus 7x. And anyone else got that? X plus 7x for grapefruits and strawberries.
Yes, sir.
X plus 7x. Only 3%? Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
I did.
Yes, sir. Got that as well.
Okay, good. Good. Good.
There are a total of 56 grapefruits and strawberries in the basket. Form an equation and solve it to find the value of X. X plus 7X equals 56. X plus 7X equals 8X. 8X equals 56. So 8X divided by 8 on both sides. X is equals to 7.
So the answer is X is equal to 7. Very good. So you divide both sides by 8. So x is equal to 7. Anyone else got x equal to 7?
Yes.
I do.
Yes. X
I
equal
did.
to 7. Very good. And finally,
Miss Petit,
go ahead.
oh, may I be excused, please?
For how long?
2 minutes.
Okay. And part D, how many strawberries are in the basket?
7 times 7 equals 49. 49 strawberries are in the basket.
Why are you multiplying 7 by 7? Okay, 7 and then 7. Very good. 7 times 7 is 49. So there are 49. And then how many grapefruits are in the basket?
X is equal to 7, so there are 7 grapefruit in the basket.
7 grapefruits. Very good. 7 grapefruits in the basket. All right. Very good. Anyone else? Anyone got all right? Anyone got all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I messed up on number 3.
You messed up on
I
number 3?
did.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I did.
All right. If you got all right, put I inside the chat. Again, if you got all right, put I inside the chat. Again, if you got all right, put I inside the chat. If you got one wrong, put Y. Anyone got one wrong? If you got one wrong, put Y. If you got two wrong, put N. All right. If you got all right, put if you got all right, put I. If you got one wrong, put Y. If you got two wrong, put N. Let me see inside the chat. I, Britarnik, I, very good. Valdez, Brianna, Shannon, Tiana, Samantha, very good. Very good. Most of you all got all right. That's good. Okay. Okay, so let's move on. I can barely hear you. Say it again. Put this in the chat. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, good. So let me put this inside the chat. I have one more question to ask you all before we move on to sciences. So we're gonna be doing health science and general science. But let's do one more example. So example number 3. Okay, so example number 3. And example number 3 says the following. I think of a number multiply it. I multiplied it by 8. And subtracted it with 39. Then I took this difference and added it to 4. Write an expression. Write an expression. Write an expression to show this. All right, so let me read it one more time. Let me read it one more time. Let me stop the video. So I think of a number, right? I multiply it by 8 and subtract it with 39. Then I take this difference and add it to 4. Write an expression to show this. So what I need you to do is I need you to put your answer inside the chat for me, please. Again, put your answer inside the chat. I think of a number, multiplied by 8, and then subtracted it with 39. Then I take this difference and add it to 4. Write an expression to show this. You can write this in your book, but once you finish with it, put your answer inside the chat for me, please. Again, write this in your book, and once you finish with it, put your answer inside of the chat. I think of a number, multiplied by 8, and subtracted it with 39. Then I took this difference and I added it to 4. Write an expression. Write an expression to show this. Again, I think of a number, multiplied by 8, and subtracted with 39. Then I took this difference and added it to 4. Write an expression to show this. Put your answer inside the chat for me, please. I need everyone to put their answer inside the chat. Jalen, where's Jalen? Where's Jalen?
Yes, sir.
I need you to put your answer inside the chat to this. Ajani, where's Ajani? Ajani?
Yes, sir.
I need you to put your answer inside the chat for this question. Where is Joseph? Where's Joseph? Joseph, put your answer inside the chat for this, please. Where is Kmar? Kmar, are you there? Where's Kmar?
Yes, sir.
Did you send in your work already?
Yeah, you should see it.
Pardon?
I mean, yes, sir, you should see it.
Okay. What I need you to do is I need you to, when you come to class on Sunday, come with your notes, the book with your notes, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Put your answer inside the chat, please. Only a few persons are answering. I think of a number, multiply it by 8 and subtract it with 39. Then I take this difference and add it to 4. Write an expression to show this. I need the rest of you to answer, please. So far, only 7 persons have answered. I think of a number, multiply it by 8 and subtract it with 39. Then I took this difference and added it to 4. Write an expression to show this. I need the rest of you to answer, please. Only a few of you are answering. And don't let me up to call your name. Do not let me up to call your name. All right. Where's Kennedy? Kennedy, are you there? Where's Kennedy? Kennedy, are you there? Hello, Kennedy?
Yes, sir.
Are you working on the video that I sent you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I need you to send the photos of that before you go. Okay, the rest of you need to answer. I think of a number, multiply it by 8 and subtract it with 39. Then I take this difference and add it to 4. Write an expression to show this. Okay, let me see what you all have. Let me see what you all have. Let me check the chat and see what you all have. Okay. Okay. Think of a number, 8x minus 39 plus 4. 8x minus 39 plus 4. 8y and what? Come on, what are you writing? Clement. Clement, where's Clement? Where's
Excuse me?
Clem? What are you writing inside the chat?
I did not understand the assignment.
You did not understand the assignment?
No, sir.
And we did this yesterday. I think of a number. No, Olivia, what are you doing?
Yesterday, I did not understand the material, and that's how I got everything wrong.
Oh, okay. So even yesterday you was lost. Did you get your answers right today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. All right. Olivia, come on, Olivia. I'm depending on you. What's happening? Where's Olivia? Where's she? I think she left already. Oh, she's there. Olivia, where are you?
Yes, sir, I'm still here.
No, what happened? I'm depending on you, man. What's
Oh, you
happening?
left something or they messed with you?
I left none. No,
No.
your answer's wrong.
I think of a number.
Mm-hmm.
I multiply it by 8
Mhm.
and subtract it with 39.
Mm-hmm.
Then I took this difference
Mm-hmm.
and add it to 4.
Yes.
Mm.
All right. So I think of a number. I didn't tell you which letter to use, so you could use any letter, right? So let's use X. So I think of a number. I think of a number X, right? So let's use X. You could use any letter, X, Y, and whatever. I think of a number multiplied by what? What am I multiplying it by? Anyone could answer. What am I multiplying it by?
8.
8. Very good. It's gonna be 8x, right? Good. Then I subtracted it with what? I subtracted it with
39.
39.
so 8 minus 39. So 8 minus 39. So 8 minus 39. Right? Then I took what? I took this difference. What is the difference? The difference is this. The whole thing. Then I took that difference and did what? Added it to what?
4.
Added it to 4. Added to 4. If you had this, anyone had this? If you had this, that's
Yes,
the correct
sir.
answer. Anyone else had that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I did.
Yes,
I
good.
had that, but I just didn't put no X.
Yes. Okay, you need to put the X. So it's 8 multiplied by X minus 39 plus 4. All right. So put make. Go ahead, Kyle.
Raise the bottom, please.
Yes, you can. So it's going to be 8x, 8 multiplied by x minus 39 plus 4. All right. All right. If you didn't get it right, make sure I correct it. If you got it right, put a tick and very good job. Now, if you are doing health science or general science, please stay back. Again, if you're doing health science or general science, please stay back. If not, you are free to go, and I'll see you on tomorrow evening. Life lasts for God's will. All right, so again, for those of you who are doing health science or general science, please stay back. If you are not doing health science or general science, then you are free to leave. Have a good evening. And make sure to take a picture of your notes before you go, for those of you who are going. All right, let's move on to, what time is it? It is currently 8 o'clock. So let's go. We're going to begin with health science, and then we're going to do general science. All right, so let's begin. So today is what? Tuesday the 20th of February 2024. Our subject is, of course, health science. And the topic is, what is the last topic we did for health science? Anyone can remember the last topic we did?
Injuries to the skeleton.
Injuries to the skeleton. Very good. And what type of injuries we were talking about last class?
Fracture, brain stick,
Fracture. We talked about a fracture. What else we talked about?
brain stick,
Grain stick. What else we talked about? Sprains,
compound
compound fractures, dislocations, and stuff like that. So last class we dealt with injuries to the skeleton, right? And we talk about what they are and stuff like that. So that was our last big look at the skeleton and the skeletal system. Today we're gonna move on to another topic. Hello, good evening. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. It looked like Johnny was just coming in the front row, and I said, Johnny, I asked him, oh, I know you're not talking. He said the phone died. How long you missed off the class?
No, he just logged off. He just logged off. Yes, ma'am.
The class still going on?
Yeah, we still have class, and he just logged on back again.
Yes, come out here and start make nice to you and say why over there you're in the sound, so obviously he was on the class.
He just log off. I ain't gonna lie. He just log off. He was there all a while.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thanks.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so the topic is the muscular system. All right, that's what we're gonna be looking at for this evening, the muscular system. All right, so what do we know about the muscular system before I go in depth with it? What do we know? What do you all know about it so far? Anyone? When you hear us talk about the muscular system, what do you think of? Anyone can answer.
The muscle.
The muscles, okay. And what would you say are the what would you say is the function of the muscular system?
Our body to move.
To help the body to move. What else? Anyone else? So the muscular system helps the body to move. What else does the muscular system helps with?
Help our heart to beat.
Helps the heart to beat. Okay. What else?
Posture.
It helps with posture. Okay, it helps with posture. What else? The muscular system. Tell me, if you are eating food, does the muscular system helps you to push the food throughout the digestive system? Does the muscular system help with that? Yes or no?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. The muscular system does help with that. How about helping, let's say, for example, a mother is going to produce a child, right? Does the muscular system helps with pushing the child out, right?
Yes,
It
sir.
helps with
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it has to contract and stuff like that. How about your heart? Is your heart a muscle?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Your heart is a
Yes,
muscle.
sir.
So the muscular system helps your heart to do what?
Pump blood.
It helps the heart to pump blood. It helps the heart to beat. And in turn, it helps what? It helps the blood to do what? It's a C word. It's a C word. It helps
Circulate.
circulate. Very good. Helps the blood to circulate. So all in all, the muscular system helps the heart to beat, helps the blood to circulate. It pushes food throughout the alimentary canal, which is just another word for digestive system. It helps to push babies through the birth canal, and it also helps with breathing, right? It also helps with breathing. Okay, so
Does it
let's,
produce heat?
yes, it helps us to produce heat as well. Good. Okay, so let's move on. So let's talk about it. Oh, there's one thing I didn't mention all that. I think y'all mentioned it, but it also helps the body to move from one location to the next, which is one of the main functions of the muscular system. Okay, so let's go. So when you think about muscular system, we think about the muscles, right? So the muscles in our bodies help us to what? It's an M word, move from place to place. So that's one of the major functions of the muscular system, to help the body to move from one position to the next, right? It helps tremendously with movement, right? As well as moving substances throughout the body. This system works together. So this system works in unison, or it works in concert with other systems of the body. So the muscular system doesn't do it alone, but it works in concert with other systems. Can anyone tell me what system does the muscular system work together with to help us to move?
The brain.
System.
Someone said it.
Skeletal. The skeletal
The
system.
skeletal system. Someone said the brain. Who said the brain?
I said the brain because doesn't the brain have to send out signal to help to say move, pump blood, and do other?
Okay, so what system is the brain a part of?
The skeletal.
No, not the skeletal. What system is it?
The nervous system.
The nervous system. So the muscular system works with two systems, right? So this system works together or in concert or in unison, works together with the skeletal, and nervous system to allow movement. Here are 6 main functions of the muscular system. Number 1, helps the heart to do what?
Beat.
Helps the heart to beat. Very good. Number 2, if it helping the heart to beat, it's in turn helping the blood to do what? Helps.
To pump through the blood.
Helps the blood to, is a C word.
Circulates.
Very good. Helps the blood to circulate. Number 3, pushes food through the alimentary, through the alimentary canal and aid in digestion. Now, the alimentary canal is just another word for the GI tract or the gastrointestinal tract, which is basically, you know, the tube that is from your, basically the flow of, when we talk about the alimentary canal, we're talking about, and we're talking about the GI tract, we're talking about that, that tube or that, what should I say, that area where the food is going to go through, starting from your mouth all the way down to your esophagus, then into your stomach, and then into your small intestine, and then into your large intestine. It's like that same progress, that flow, right? So the muscles help the food to flow through all of those different parts of the digestive system, right? Now, do you know, and this may be weird, but you could try it whenever you have free time. Do you know that even though you're upside down, do you know that you still could swallow? Like if you would eat something and you swallow it, you know that you could still swallow even though you're upside down. The reason is because you have there's something called peristalsis. Anyone have ever heard of peristalsis before?
No, sir.
No,
No.
sir.
No? Let me just show you a quick photo. So peristalsis is basically, it's a very important question. They always ask this question. Peristalsis. Let me show you a picture of it. So peristalsis is basically the contractions of the muscles, which helps the food or the bolus to flow through your digestive system. So that even if you...
see the picture if you're sharing it.
No, I ain't showed yet. I'm going to show it right now. All right. So, okay, this is peristalsis. Let me show you. So that even if you are even if you're upside down, you still could swallow. So that's what peristalsis is. So you swallow the food and it's like a series of contractions, and it presses and pushes the food down the esophagus, and not only the esophagus, but through the digestive system, so that the food could be properly digested. All right. So this is peristalsis, and this is what the actions of your muscles. Right. So we have the contraction at this point. This part is relaxed, and then you contract again, and this part is relaxed and contract again. And that's how swallowing happens, right? Peristalsis. You need peristalsis. Good. So that's one job of the the muscular system, to push food through the alimentary canal. Okay. Next up, the way how all of us here was, created, help to push. I mean, unless your mommy had a C-section, but if your mommy didn't have a C-section and she pushed you out, and you definitely need your muscles working properly for that. Help to push babies through the birth canal And number 5, help in breathing. And number 6 helps the body to move. All right, help the body to move. Okay, so good. So can someone tell me one function of the muscular system based on what I have on the screen? One function.
Help
the
the blood
muscular
to
s-
circulate.
Helps the blood to circulate. Anyone else? One function.
Help the body to move.
Help the body to move. Anyone else? One function of
Help,
the
helps to push baby through the birth canal.
very good. Helps to push baby through the birth canal. Anyone else?
Help the heart to beat.
Very good. Helps the heart to beat. Anyone else?
Helps in breathing.
Helps in breathing. Anyone else? There's one more that y'all didn't say.
Help the body to move.
No, they said that number 3. Someone didn't. No one said number 3.
Push food through the canal.
Alimentary canal and aid in digestion. Very good. Okay, so how many bones are inside the body? How many bones are inside of the body? How many bones?
206.
In an adult human, it's 206. In babies, how many bones do we have?
300.
300, right? Now, can you guess how many muscles do we have? About how many muscles do we have? We have 206 bones. How many muscles do you think there is?
More than 600
More than-
muscles.
More than 600?
About 600 muscles.
About 600. All of that? You think it's all that 600?
Three?
You mean the types of types of muscle?
You think it's 400?
600.
300? 300? About
100.
100? Okay, Gianna's saying 100.
600.
600? Anyone else want to try? So we have 100.
I want to say 150.
150. Okay. All right. So actually, there are
3.
Say it again.
3.
3? No, not the
Like the
types. Not the types. We
Oh.
know that there are 3 types, right? So there are more than 600 muscles, right, in the human body. And many of you said 600 as well. So there are more than 600 muscles in the human body. That's a lot of muscles, right? A lot of muscles, way more than that of the bones. And all of these muscles are controlled by what? All of these muscles are controlled by the nervous system. So today I'm gonna highlight two main types of muscles, right? That is going to be very important for us. So here we distinguish 2 types of muscles. Now, question, true or false? Do you believe that all muscles in our body, we are able to control them? True or false? What do you think? All muscles in the body, we are able to consciously control them. True or false?
False.
False?
False.
Okay,
False.
false. So most persons saying false. Why would you say false? You trying to tell me that I can't control my muscles?
No, we can't control all.
The heart.
We can't control all?
Some we can control.
Some we can't
False.
control. Okay. So give me an example
you have involuntary.
huh?
You have involuntary.
Very good. Involuntary and voluntary. Okay, give me an example of a muscle that we cannot control.
The heart.
The what? The heart muscle, right? Why? Because try to stop your heart from beating. I mean, without killing yourself, right? So you cannot. It's impossible, right? So because the heart is what we call an involuntary muscle. That means that it does not move with our conscious control. All right. The nervous system just does it for us, right? Then there's another type of involuntary muscle we can't control. And let me give you a perfect example of it. They are called smooth muscles, right? Smooth muscles in your digestive system. You say, Mr. Petit, what do you mean by that? Well, have you ever been hungry and started growling, and you growled so loud that other people could hear you growling? Did that ever
Yes,
happen
sir.
to you? Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay.
They called me an animal.
They called you an
Yes.
animal. All right. So, did you control that growling? Did you control
No,
it?
sir.
No,
No,
right?
sir.
No.
No, it just happened what? Automatically, right? Good. It's the same thing with the stomach, right? When the stomach is moving and the stomach is a muscle, by the way. When the stomach is moving and digested food, so say for example, persons who like to eat late at night, when you eat late at night, what's gonna happen? Even when you're sleeping, guess what's working? Your stomach is what? Working. So that means that for persons who like to eat late at night, your stomach is not getting what? It's the R word.
Rest.
Your stomach is not getting the rest that it needs because it's working all night long while you are sleeping. So that means that when you wake up, you're not refreshed. And so that means that a lot of people wake up. How many persons wake up and you don't feel like you're ready for breakfast? Like you don't want to eat breakfast,
I do.
Me.
I do.
right?
Me.
Okay, good.
Not me.
So
I just wake up tired.
you just wake up tired, right? So for those persons who eat late at night or eat, when it's time for bed, when it's time in the morning, your stomach is like, bro, I don't want anything. And so you end up eating food like 11, 12 o'clock. Like that's your first meal, all right? That's because the stomach doesn't want any more until 11, 12 o'clock. And so mommy prepare breakfast and you're like, I don't want no breakfast, man. I ain't want no food, not until like break time or maybe lunchtime, all right? Or even for some, you wait until school over, right? Okay, so that's because your the muscle of the stomach is not getting the rest that it needs. But I guarantee you, if you stop eating everything from like 5, 6 o'clock, I guarantee you would want breakfast. There's no doubt about that. All right. Okay, so here are so let's distinguish the two muscles, right? So the two muscles are, the two types of muscles are involuntary. So when we say involuntary, what does that mean? Involuntary.
We have
You
to
can't,
control over.
Muscles that you cannot control.
Very good. Muscles we cannot control. Oh, okay, so involuntary muscles. These muscles are not under our conscious control. Spell this wrong. My bad. Conscious control. All right. They move and function automatically. Examples would be heart and smooth muscles in small muscles of the digestive system. All right, next one. So that's involuntary muscles. Now we're going to talk about the voluntary muscles. So how would we describe the voluntary muscles? These are what? These muscles.
Muscle
Uh-huh.
that you can control.
Very good. They are under our conscious control. They move and function based on our decisions and are connected to the skeleton. So examples of this would be skeletal muscles. Okay, skeletal muscles. All right, so here we distinguish two types of muscles. Give me two types of muscles that we talk about for this evening. Two types of muscles.
Voluntary and voluntary.
Very good. Involuntary and voluntary muscles. Which muscles we can control? Which muscles we can control?
Voluntary.
Voluntary.
Voluntary, very good. Voluntary. Which muscles we cannot control?
Involuntary.
Involuntary, right? And so involuntary muscles are responsible for stuff like heart beating, right? It's responsible for, and voluntary muscles are responsible for stuff like walking, talking, speaking, working, moving, exercise, right? That's your voluntary muscles. You could control them, all right? Okay, so that brings us to the end of this health science lesson. I want you to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, and then we can move on to general science. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, and then we can move on to general science. Again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. And then we can move on to general science. All right, anyone finish writing as yet? No one finish?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I'm on voluntary. Sleeping involuntary or voluntary?
Sleeping?
Yes, sir.
Sleeping is voluntary. But I mean that doesn't come into the categories of muscles. So what I mean, what I mean is that we don't really categorize that between like voluntary and involuntary in the sense of muscles, right? That's an activity, right? So sleeping, you literally have to go to bed and, cover yourself and then try to fall asleep, right? So part of it is voluntary because you have to literally go to a place and, prepare yourself for bed. And then part of it is involuntary because you don't even know when you go to sleep. So I'd say it's 50-50.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay. All right, are we done with this? Can we move on to the next slide?
Yes, we can.
Yes, I can. Okay. You're still writing? You're still writing? Okay, for those of you who have finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. For those of you who have finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Miss Betty, you can hear me?
I can hear you. Who's that speaking?
This Tari.
Yes. How you doing, Dari?
I could I can't send the work right now because my mommy in school and she's saying I gotta wait till she finished. So after class I could send the maths and the sciences.
Yeah, I saw your message earlier.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, good. All right, good. Once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you're finished with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Hmm. All right, once we reach 8:30, we can move on to general science. Again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, good. Let's move on to, yes, I can put this inside the chat. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to move on to general science, is it? Yeah, general science. So let's move on to general science. All right, so good. All right, so let's head up again. Today is Tuesday.
Good night, Miss Betty.
Good night. Tuesday, the 20th of February. 2024. Subject is, of course, general science. And the topic is, can anyone remember the last thing we did in general science? We were talking about the differences between what?
Physical and chemical changes.
Physical changes and chemical changes. What did we say is the main difference between a physical change and a chemical change?
Physical change is when is with one with, physical change is with no new substance is formed, and
Yeah.
chemical change is when one substance.
A new substance is formed?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, no problem. Anyone else? Difference between physical change and chemical change? Anyone remember? Physical change and chemical change. What do we say? No one can remember? Okay.
Physical
Go ahead.
physical change is when the substance is changed, but it's still the same thing. And chemical change is when the substance is changed, but it's not the same.
Very good.
Like,
a new
like-
substance is formed. Go ahead.
like for example, metal rusting.
Mhm.
And for the physical one, it's just freezing water because it's still water.
It's still water. Very good. So, very good point, Tiana. There's another one that we need to mention when it comes to physical change and chemical change. Which one is reversible and which one is irreversible? Which one
Physical change is reversible,
is physical change is reversible? Which one is
and
irreversible?
chemical change is irreversible.
And chemical change is irreversible. Very good. Okay. So physical changes are reversible and chemical changes, these are not reversible. Okay, so now we're gonna be looking at another topic. I think we're just gonna do part 1 of this, and then next time we're gonna do part 2. We're gonna be looking at what do we mean by compounds and what do we mean by mixtures. Okay, so first let's talk about mixtures and then compounds. So mixtures and compounds. How many persons have done this before in class or something like that? Anyone have ever heard, or have heard the terms mixtures and compounds? All right, can you let me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, can you let me now? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay, good, cool. All right, I was asking, have any of you done this topic before? Or have heard of the terms?
I have done it before.
Okay.
I've done it before.
You've heard of the terms? Okay, good. Okay, so let's do it. So we have we're gonna be looking at mixtures and compounds. All right, so mixtures. So let's start off with the definition of mixtures. So mixtures a mixture is any composition of 2 or more substances, right? That are not chemically combined. So a mixture is a combination or bringing together of 2 or more substances that are not chemically combined. So any composition of 2 or more substances that are not chemically combined. So if it's chemically combined, it's not a mixture. Not chemically combined. Okay. So can someone read for me the definition of a mixture? What is a mixture?
A mixture is any combination of 2 or more substances that are not chemically combined.
Very good. Not chemically combined. Right. So don't get it mixed up. Don't get it twisted. Mixtures, not chemically combined. They just combine stuff that just come together. They join together. It's a composition of these substances, but they're not joined together chemically. So now let's look at the definition of compound, right? Now a compound is going to be basically the opposite of a mixture. So for a compound, remove the underlying stuff. So for a compound is a substance. So a compound is a substance that contains, anyone want to guess? 2 or more elements that are what?
Chemically combined.
Chemically combined. Very good. 2 or more elements that are chemically combined. So which one the substances are chemically combined? Mixtures or compounds?
Compound.
Compounds, very good. So chemically combined. So these are elements. The elements are chemically combined, right? And that's another nuanced thing too. A compound only could have elements. It's very important. Compounds only are a combination of elements, not just random substances and stuff floating in the air. Elements. All right, so make a note of that as well. Okay. elements. Okay, so let's look at some examples of mixtures in everyday life. And then we can look at some examples of chemicals in everyday life. So we need 2 tables. So mixtures in everyday life, and then we're gonna do chemicals in everyday life. So you need a table that has 2 columns and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. Yeah. So, all right. So this is gonna be a table of the mixtures. So mixtures in everyday life. Mixtures in everyday life. All right, so let's mixtures. And let's look at the components. All right, so the most common mixture that we have, not the most, but one of the most common mixtures that we have is seawater. Now, what is seawater a mixture of? Anyone can tell me?
Salt?
Sodium and chlorine.
H2O and
Salt and what else?
H2O.
Salt and water. What else do you think inside that water? Besides salt and water?
Minerals.
Minerals, sand. And what else? You think only good things in that water?
Fish urine?
Oh, fish urine. That's funny.
Bleach.
Bleach. So pollutants, right?
Oil.
Right. So it's a mixture of salt, water, and pollutants. What's another type of mixture? How about rainwater? Rainwater. What is rainwater? Mixture of
Gas.
gas, no. Water, first of all, from the clouds. And what else? As it comes down, carbon dioxide, right? Carbon dioxide and pollutants. How about probably the most used mixture of all time, and that's air. Air is a mixture. It's a mixture of what?
Gases.
It's a mixture of gases. What are the gases that are in air?
Oxygen.
Nitrogen, carbon
Nitrogen, carbon
dioxide, and
dioxide,
oxygen.
and oxygen. Okay, so the mixtures are nitrogen. So the air in the air is made up of these gases: nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, noble gases, etc., pollutants and stuff like that. Now, which gas you think is the most common, or is in the most percentage inside of air? Which gas is the most?
Nitrogen. Nitrogen.
You sure it's not oxygen?
It's nitrogen.
It's nitrogen. It's nitrogen. Very good. Nitrogen. About how much percent of the air is nitrogen?
78. I think 78 or 75.
78 or 75?
71.
71?
78.
72.
72? It's in the 70s for
79.
sure. It's in the 70s for sure. But what exactly? Like, give me a good range.
78.
78. Very good. 78. Which one comes second after gas? After nitrogen?
Oxygen.
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 Oxygen, which makes us about how much percent of the air?
21.
21.
Yeah, about 21.
21.
Yeah. So if we look at the composition of air, this is a chart for it. Nitrogen has a whole lot, the largest, right? And then you have oxygen, which comes in second, with about 21%. And then you have carbon dioxide, argon, you know, other gases, noble gases and stuff like that. Okay, good. What else? How about sodas? How about sodas? Do you know that sodas is a mixture? For those persons who like to
Soda has
swallow,
yes, sir.
Acid.
for those who like
It
swallow,
has
for those who like to swallow down
C2O
soda.
and H2O in it.
Do you know that soda has carbon dioxide in it?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Isn't that what stops it from going flat and gives it the bubbles?
Yes, ma'am, the bubbles. Carbon dioxide, sugar,
Acid.
coloring, flavoring, and water. And then there are others. I don't wanna. I don't think I don't even. I think I only have space for one more. Something that I need to introduce to you all, which would be
Sodium carbonate.
no, sodium carbonate is not a compound. I mean, sorry, it's not a mixture.
Sodium chloride.
That's not a mixture. Those are two elements, Clement, chemically combined. So what is that?
Salt.
I'm saying, what is that? Is it a mixture or a compound?
Compound.
Compound. Thank you. The next one is we call alloys. I don't know if you ever heard of alloys.
A mixture of metals.
A mixture of metals. Very good. A mixture of metals. So alloys. So some alloys would be like brass. So brass is not a metal. Brass is a combination of metals. So copper and zinc. Okay. And then bronze is a mixture of they're not chemically combined now. They're not chemically combined. Is a mixture of copper and tin. So that's another type of mixture you should know. Okay, so now we got all of the mixtures out the way, or some of them. Let's look at the other side, which is going to be the compounds. And the compounds are going to be the elements, and these elements are going to be chemically combined together. So
this is where I shine.
See, this is very shine. Compounds in everyday life. All right, so let's look at this table. So with the compounds, let's say we have common name. Chemical name. And then we're gonna add another row, which is going to be a row on the side. Insert a row. I want y'all gotta help me out here. So let me see. No, I want a new column. All right, y'all want to be selfish, so you just get it out. Okay, so we're gonna have the common name. Then we have the chemical name. Then we have the chemical formula. Okay, good. So the common name for a chemical or for one compound is table salt. And what is the chemical name for table salt?
Sodium chloride.
Very good, sodium chloride. And what is the chemical formula?
Sodium and chlorine.
It's the chemical formula. Give me their chemical symbols.
Na and Cl.
Very good, NaCl. Good, and then ammonia. Ammonia is, its chemical name is nitrogen.
Monoxide?
No, trihydride. Spell it wrong. Trihydride. Chemical symbol. What's the chemical symbol for nitrogen?
N.
Capital N. What's the chemical symbol for
Is
hydrogen?
iron one?
But no, iron is a metal. But iron could be combined with oxygen, and you get oxygen iron oxide, and that's a compound. So it's gonna be N. So capital N. Subscript. So there's gonna be NH 3. That's nitrogen trihydride, and then this is very easy. This one is very easy. Water. Water. What's the chemical formula for water?
H2O.
H2O. Very good. So oh no. H2O. How many H2O? Not 0. Oh. Now when we see H2O, what is that trying to tell us? How many hydrogen
Hydrogen ox.
how many hydrogen atoms
Atoms.
do we have?
2.
Two.
2. Very good. And for the oxygen, how many do we have?
1.
Just 1. Okay, and then that's gonna be dihydride. Sorry, dihydrogen, because it's 2 hydrogens, right? So di meaning 2. Hydrogen oxide. And then this one is easy. Carbon dioxide.
CO2.
CO2. Has the same common name as its chemical name, and CO2. So C, this is O. O. So C, capital C2. Very good. Okay, that's it. So there we go. They are our chemicals and metals. Sorry, chemicals and mixtures. Okay, good. Where is Akiro? Akiro, are you there? There's Akiro. Again, once you finish with your notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where's Akiro?
Yes.
I need you to take a picture of your notes and send them to me.
Okay.
For the maths and also for this. Renee, where's Renee? Renee Russell.
I'm here.
What is a mixture?
A mixture is any composition of 2 or more substances that is not chemically combined.
Very good. And Bree, what is a compound? Bree, what is a compound?
A compound is a substance that contains two or more elements that are chemically combined.
Very good. Joseph? Where's Joseph? Joseph, where are you?
Yes, sir.
I need you to send in your notes, please. Do you hear me? Send in your notes.
Yes, sir.
And Dion, where's Dion?
Yes, sir, man.
You miss maths, right?
Yes, sir.
So let me send you, I'm gonna send you the maths notes. And I need you to write them down.
Yes, I will.
And Jevin, I have to also send you the maths notes as well.
Dwayne and Mr. Patik. Dwayne sent me the 2 examples. Just need number 3.
All right, no problem. Where is Jevin, what is the compound? Jevin, what is the compound?
Compound is a substance that contains 2 or more elements that are chemically combined.
All right, thank you. Gianna, give me an example of a mixture. Gianna, give me an example of a
Like,
mixture.
example of mixture could be rainwater.
Very good. And Myla, give me an example of a compound.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. Kyle, give me an example of a mixture. Kyle, give me an example of a mixture.
Pardon, sir.
Give me an example of a mixture. Are you paying attention?
Yes, sir.
So I'm asking you, give me an
Yes, sir.
example of a mixture.
I'm sir. I'm confused.
You're confused about what?
See what? I'm confused on how like. See when you like put like the compound. I was confused if this is general science or
Say it again.
compound, and I was just in my mind for like when I just saw the word compound, I was like, am I confused? I was confusing it with like the English word compound sentence. It was just in my head, and I was like,
No, that's not what we mean when we say compound. I'm asking you for an example of a mixture though. In everyday life. Give me an example of a mixture. Say it again.
Seawater or rainwater.
Very good. Seawater or rainwater. Good. Valdez, what is the chemical name for ammonia?
NH.
The chemical name for ammonia.
Or nitrogen. Trihydrate.
Very
Trihydrate.
Very good. Nitrogen trihydrate. Say again. Give me an example of a compound.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. Samantha, give me an example of a compound in everyday life.
Table salt.
Table salt. Shannon, give me an example of a mixture. Shannon, give me an example of a mixture. And Egypt. Egypt, give me an example of a compound. Where's Egypt?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. And good. Seawater, very good. Jeremy, where's Jeremy? Jeremy, give me an example of a compound. Jeremy, give me an example of a compound. I can't hear you. Jeremy, give me an example of a compound. That's Jeremy.
Table salt.
Table salt, very good. And Kevin, give me an example of a mixture.
Yes, sir.
Give me an example of a mixture.
Water, carbon dioxide, and
No, mixture. Mixture.
rainwater.
Yes, rainwater. And Malik, what do we mean? What do we mean by a mixture? What do we mean by a mixture?
Composition of two substances that are not chemically combined. That cannot chemically combine.
That are not chemically combined. Good. Okay. Once you finish with your notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you finish with your notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp, and then you can leave. Adari, please do not go because we have to go over your questions.
Good night, Mr. Patel.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Again, once you finish with your notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you finish with your notes, take a picture of it and send it
Good
to
night.
me via WhatsApp. Good night.
Good night, Miss Petit.
Good night. Again, once you finish with your notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you finish with your notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Adari, are you there? Where's Adari?
Hi, Rachel.
What is your homework question?